Hello everyone, as promised, I will be sharing with you on how I made my program list for Match 2022. I applied to 165 programs, all for IM categorical. Making a program list is one of the most important part of the matching process. We do not want to apply to less programs or what they call under apply than we should be applying to, and we also don't want to apply to so much programs, well, more for the reason of saving money because it is never cheap for this whole process. Let me share with you how I made my program list for IM categorical for the match by answering my questions when I was about to begin the process. Number 1, what should be the timeline? I started figuring out my program list around this time, around June of 2021, for the application start of September 2021. I think it gave me enough time to figure out the programs that I can apply to. It was a lot of revisions in between. I was able to finalize my preliminary program list around first week of September 2021. I did include and exclude some programs a day before the start of the application season. I applied to one more program after the application started. Yes, you can still apply after the application starts. Just because they did their meet and greet really late, around first week of October, and I realized that the program sounds good too. Told us that they are still in the process of reviewing applicants, so I gave it a shot but didn't get an interview there. Oh well. Alright, number 2, how many programs should I apply to? There is no definite answer for this. As an IMG, you will be hearing from a lot of people saying that we should be applying broadly. And yes, applying broadly increases our chances of matching. And American medical graduates, or AMGs, apply to around 30 programs or less according to American College of Physicians, or ACP, but it is very different for IMGs. IMG applicants apply from as little as 80 programs to about 30 or more programs. It all depends on your budget for the application, as it widely affects your list. If you have a bigger budget for this, of course, it will be easier to apply to as much programs. For me, I wanted to save as much money, but not under apply as well. I included an estimator for the cost of residency application in the description below, so you might want to check that out. My general approach was that I applied to around 10% programs that are beyond my reach. I just wanted to give it a try so that I wouldn't have my what ifs later on. Then around 70 to 80% that are within my reach and my profile aligns with the match residents in those programs. Then 10 to 20% of programs that are in the middle of nowhere where I kind of don't want to go, or those malignant programs by reputation that I kind of don't want to end up to, but would still apply just in case, and would be better than not matching at all. So all in all, I had 300 plus programs in my master file, and I ended up applying to 165 programs from that file for IM. If you're like me that has a certain budget but doesn't want to under apply, you have to research and put more effort into considering programs. So, number 3, what are the tools for the program list? First, I use Microsoft Excel in doing the program list, and very traditional. For this one, I had multiple sheets for different resources. Then I just combined it to my master file that includes all the programs I am applying to. I listed down all my criteria. It depends on you what other important parts you deem necessary, but I included the useful ones for me. This is an example of some of the programs in NY. I put status, which is I put yes or no if I already applied or not. Then the level of priority or chances for me, as explained earlier. If I fulfill the criteria for them, I put it high, then medium for okay programs, then low for programs that are quite out of reach but still wanted to apply. Then the match resident scoring. I'll be explaining that later when we get to the resources. And then state, then AMC code, since it is unique in each program and makes them a lot easier to find later on. Then the type of the hospital, if they are university-based, university-affiliated, or community-based. Then, of course, the name of the hospital, their location, working website, the number of positions offered for I am categorical. Also included the step scores cutoff, then my step score ranking based on Residency Explorer. Again, I will be explaining that later as well. Then the percentage of IMGs, cut of year of graduation, the type of visa they are offering, then PD or email of the program just in case I want them to contact later on, then the contact person if I have any connection with the program, like resident or someone. Then remarks, so whatever main concerns about the program, or usually for here, when I send an email to the program coordinator, then I type their responses here, like we are doing a holistic review or something. The nice thing about this is that you can filter and sort criteria here, which makes it a lot easier later on when applying or deciding whether to include the program or not. Next is Gmail. I made a dedicated email for the application and ERAS just to not miss any communication between programs and me. So what are the resources I used? So there are probably 3 layers of resources I used. I included all the links for this in the description below. These resources are free. You just have to sign up and make your profile. Oh, most resources are free, but not everything here. The first layer is a very general one I used, which is FREDA. You set a filter for this, so you can have your preliminary list from this one. Click in residency, then the specialty internal medicine. I leave location blank because I am applying broadly. Type is accepting applications and tracks blank, and then visa accepted J1 or H1B. Then percentage of IMGs. I go to as low as 10% for my minimum percentage of IMGs, just to widen the range, but some IMGs set this at 15 to 20%. Completely up to you. I leave the rest blank. So as you see, there are 354 programs eligible. With FREDA, you can look at more details about the program. Just click on the program, then you can see all the necessary details about the program. This can fill up my Excel sheet as I see here: the program type, positions, minimum scores, YOG or year of graduation, visa sponsorship, and percentage of IMGs. Those are the most important parts for me, but you can also get some more features like the salary and benefits of residence here. That's helpful as well. You can search by name in FREDA, but it is easier to search by AMC code, which you can see at the top right corner of the page. You can also get the website and the contact information of the program. You can also see in this page when they updated the details here, so this is pretty good. So you have 300 plus programs in your list from FREDA and you want to narrow it down further. So the next layer is a more specific one than FREDA. This is for filtering out the programs further. This is where the Residency Explorer comes in. I used Residency Explorer for a more detailed and more personalized review of programs. Here you can put the number of experiences and your USMLE scores, then compare it to match residents in the program. This is why I love this tool, because you can easily compare your stats and fit for the program, which help a lot with filtering programs to apply to. This page gives you an overview of your profile compared to the match residents in the program. White circle means below the average scores for residents there, and a black circle is above the range or above average. The gray one is within the range of the average number of residents there. You can also have the overview of the percentage of non-IMGs in the program. They provide filters just like the FREDA as well, and that is pretty convenient. This gives more details about the program, as you see here, more details about the positions they're accepting every year, especially for PGY1. Also, if this is a community program, a university affiliated, or university program. This is also the good part of this tool. You will see the application trend here, and among the applicants, how many are they usually interview right here. Now, this is the most important part. How does your profile compare to the match applicants with regards to experiences and also your score? I didn't include the experiences in my table, but I categorized the programs and included my standing in terms of score in my Excel sheet. Just like in FREDA, you will see the step requirements for each program as well as the visa requirements, which is very important for non-US IMGs. So this one is just the salary and benefits. Didn't pay so much attention to this while making the program list, but was particularly helpful when ranking the programs prior to the match. This one too, the environment and opportunities were helpful during the rank order list process for me, but not in the program or making the program list. This part is quite important for me as I look into the diversity of the program. I didn't include this though in my Excel sheet. However, this part is very important for me, the percentage of the non-US IMGs in the program, as I considered only programs with 15% or more IMGs on my list. This shows the percentage of med schools from which the residents came from. It is benefit when my med school is in there. This part is for me helpful during the ranking as well. So there. Residency Explorer has been very helpful during the process, and they update their system as well. So next is Match a Resident. I did sign up for this to get a list of the programs that would fit me. I thought they will be able to help me narrow down my list. So Match a Resident is quite personalized as well. You'll put in your profile and scores. Then they will give each program a score of your fit in the program. 90s if you're a good fit. I think this is based on the algorithm of the previously matched residents. Then they will give you a couple of programs in IM, for example, ranked from 1 with best fit to or best score to least fit programs or lowest scores. Good thing about this is that you get some notes about the program, especially the interview experience, which was really helpful during the interview process. So it is nice, but you have to pay for each specialty in order for you to view the programs they generated for you. Had to pay $79 for each specialty for this. The disappointing part of this tool is that a lot of programs on my list didn't exactly match my profile as an IMG. They included programs with 0% IMGs, as well as programs that are not accepting visa requiring applicants. They also included programs and put it on top of my list with good fit score. They're not accepting applicants with my year of graduation, which was quite disappointing. Overall, if you guys have 9 USD to spare, why not? It has a good program insights for interviews, but I wouldn't make this as my only tool or even my priority tool for making a program list. So the refining and last layer for me is the program website and contacting the program director if you have questions. Sometimes they will say it outright in the website that criteria they are looking for applicants. If not, or if there's something vague in the website, let's say the year of graduation, I direct my question to the program coordinator. Most of the PCs are kind enough to respond back to me. Just some caution on this, some program websites are not updated, so double check on that. If you ask me which is the most reliable tool for me, I would say the PC if they respond, but also Freda, as you can see that when they update the website. I know that Residency Explorer updates their site as well. Overall, no one can really tell the exact match of an applicant for the program. I mostly went with the stats and my gut about the programs. It was also helpful to attend meet and greet of the programs that they usually do before or during the application season. A lot of the questions about the program were answered there. I also was able to get the feel of the program there. I hope this was helpful for you in narrowing down your program list. It is definitely a lot of work, but I guess this is worth it. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and I will try to my best to answer it if I can. Well, good luck everyone.